with the 20-point win over the Suns and will attempt to carry that momentum to Game 4. The teams will get an extra day of rest before that one, and Fox Bet Sportsbook has Milwaukee as the early favorites. Makes sense at this point. Shannon, what is your early gut feeling on the Bucks' chances to even the series in a Game 4 win?
Bucks. They already won at home, skipping the postseason, and Fox Bet already installed them as a 4.5-point favorite. Middleton and Holiday play better at home than they do on the road. Holiday averages 19 points, shoots 47%, 33 from three, and he's 15 points at home, 37% shooting, 28% from three. Middleton numbers up across the board at home versus the road. And it seems like what happens is the Bucks, it's just different at home because you ain't got anybody screaming at you, telling you suck, and you're not going to win. You got everybody feeding you positive energy. Last night, I can just imagine, I didn't listen to the sound, but I bet it was pretty quiet. Wasn't a whole lot of people counting 1, 2, 3 with Giannis and shooting.
There was one Phoenix guy, some crazy costume, and he was trying to scream.
I saw him. I'm like,
and I'm pretty sure he got drowned out.
I'm like, how did he get tickets to be right there? But he had tickets.
And I always say, how could you wear that to that arena? Yeah. Because you're lucky that it's Milwaukee. If it's like Philadelphia or somewhere, you're not going to get out of there alive.
Or New York.
New York, yeah, I know.
So, Skip, they just play better at home. They're a very good home team. They play better at home. And, Skip, the thing is, offensive rebounding has been key. They're out offensive rebounding the Suns 40-23. You're going to lose a ball game if you keep giving up that many opportunities. And you saw last night, second chance points, 20-2. That gets you beat. Yep. So I'm going to say the Suns, I know it's early, but I'm leaning towards the Bucks to win this Game 4 and really make this thing a series.
I thought I was going to win some due back from you when I went to bed last night, but the harder I look at this, the less I think I'm going to bet anything on this game. Because the more I think about it and the more I sort of read the tea leaves, I think something's wrong with Devin Booker. That's number one.
Okay.
And number two, even if there isn't anything wrong, the final spotlight is so glaring and so harsh and so relentless, and there are so many days now between 3 and 4 that it's going to be hard on him to break completely out of the slump now that Middleton has sort of drawn a defensive bead on him in Game 3. So I don't love his chances of being a huge factor, and they go as Devin Booker goes. And then we get to part 2. As Chris Paul said after the game, somehow, someway, we have to build a wall. Without Saric, who's obviously not a starter, but a big-bodied 6'10".
Right.
Who do you have on manpower to build the wall with? Do you have a Gasol and a Siakam and a Kawhi? You definitely have an Ayton, but they've tried to single Giannis with Ayton. Right. So do you recruit Jay Crowder to help build the wall? That could serve you pretty well. But Mikal Bridges, he's just thin. You know, he doesn't have his total man body.
No, and I don't think he's gonna ever get.
And by the way, you want to talk about disappearing last night? He went from 27 points in Game 2, right, to 4 points and 4 turnovers. That was his contribution last night. 4 points and 4 turnovers. Just didn't even, he missed both his 3-point shots. He just was no factor.
But here's the thing, Skip. I would say help off of P.J. Tucker, but P.J. Tucker just stands in the corner.
He does.
And then that's Chris Paul. So how much help is Chris Paul going to give you at 5 and 6 foot tall on Giannis? Where when you had Siakam, where you had Kawhi, where you had Gasol at 7 feet tall, very tall bunch. If you look at Phoenix is small. They go Ayton, and then they go basically 6, 7 back down. Their backcourt is extremely small. Booker's, what, 6'4", CP3, 6 foot. So it's not like they're a big team that they can ill afford to have Ayton off the court. Because when you come in, who you come in with? Torrey Craig, what's Torrey Craig, 6'7", 6'6"? And then you come in with, you played Frank the Tank last night. Anytime you see him on the court, and it's not mop-up duty, Suns probably in trouble.
Okay, I got it. I'll give Book 6'5".
Okay.
That's what they list him at. But is he physical enough?
No.
To thwart Giannis in a wall situation? Probably not. So, again, Ayton can. Right. But Ayton has not been able to do it by himself because he gets in foul trouble because he doesn't play shrewd enough yet.
And and they do a great job of spacing Brook Lopez, and you have to honor him because he will shoot the three. So Crowder has to play him, and so now how do you sink back? You got to give up something. Do you believe Brook Lopez, and do you believe Brook Lopez and PJ Tucker can beat you? Because if you don't, well, I'm bringing Jay Crowder, and I'm bringing CP3 every chance I get to help double down on Giannis to make him give the ball up.
Okay, so the pendulum has swung from Budenholzer on the hot seat to Monty Williams on the hot seat.
Yes.
Love Monty Williams, but now he's under some media gun over 3 days. What can you do to fix this? How can you help fix Devin Booker's psyche? And more important, how can you strategically keep Giannis from making all 14 field goals within 5 feet of the basket? Because if he's going to do that again, he's going to score 40 again, right?
And, you know, they asked him last night, you know, Michael Jordan had 4 games, and he said, well, I'm not Michael Jordan. There's a great chance he can tie Michael Jordan, if not break that record. Because it's hard. If they're going to continue to single him, he's going to go get 40 again. Skip, but we pulled up a stat last night. The Bucks have 7 games in which they've collected at least a third of their missed shots. All the other playoff teams combined have 6. There goes your problem, sons.
You're talking about offensive rebound.
Offensive rebound. Okay, Skip it. You haven't done your job until you collect the rebound. Them missing a shot, you forcing them into a tough shot. If you don't grab the rebound, what have you actually done? It's like the free throw. Well, they missed the free throw and you don't box out, they get it back and lay the ball in. What have you done? So you're going to have to get on, and they went to a zone. It's hard to rebound in a zone, Skip, because there's, you know, you're just in space. And
you don't have one guy to box out.
Right. You know, our coach used to always tell us, find somebody. Skip, I see the ball go up in there. What, you want me to go run to the corner and go get somebody? No, I'm going to wait, try to get the ball off the rim, and it takes a crazy bounce, and then Porter's grabbed it.
So Phoenix got out-rebounded 13-6 last night, which led to 20-2 in second-chance points. Okay, a lot of that's just guts and desire to me. It's just I want the ball worse than you want the ball.
Skip, think about it. Look at Giannis was over the people. Giannis was over the people back. Just Brook Lopez just over people back, just taking the. Bobby Porter's just.
It's true.
I mean, when you 6'11" and you go over a guy that's 6'3" or a guy 6'5", it's easy. Brook Lopez just playing.
Yep. So, no, I will not take Phoenix in the 4.5.
Whoa.
No.
You know what, Skip? I got a deal. I got a deal you can't refuse.
8?
Got a deal you can't refuse.
10?
7.5.
7.5.
7.5 for 3 cases.
I'll sleep on it.
7.5 for 3 cases.
Really? You're getting full of yourself.
Feel real good. Feel real good.
By tomorrow, I predict that'll go to 8.5, maybe 9. Yeah.
Why you need all them points?
25 cases.
Because I think Phoenix is starting to get in trouble.
Okay, all right. Well, interesting how this would affect it. Could Giannis keep